What's up, guys? My name's Drew. I'm a white belt in jiu-jitsu. I did this tournament about a month ago, and at that point I'd been training for a year and 2 or so months. And I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos right before my tournament, watching people compete, and I just found it super helpful. I watched probably every single Nogi white belt tournament that was on YouTube. And so I just wanted to make this video, give my commentary on it, give my thoughts, what I was thinking as I was going through the match. Okay, so first match right here. I was super nervous, got the jitters, and so yeah, here we go. My strategy was to do some stand-up, set up shots, maybe do some pass-bys. I like doing hand fighting, so we get started here, kind of playing with the hands. I see his posture is forward, so my mind is immediately going for snap down. So I push forward so that he pushes back, and I pop him down. I think about going for a barbed wire and going behind him, but I end up deciding to go for an anaconda because his right arm was kind of tucked in. So I had to rock him kind of back and forth to get him over because he had a strong base. Then I chase him down and get the tap. Okay, match number 2 is against Shinosuke. He's from my gym, and he's a stud. So we get started. His weight is pretty far forward too, so I just grab right onto that front headlock and snap him down. I decided to go for this anaconda because it was working for me last time. So I roll through and I start trying to chase it down to get that choke. But his defense here was really solid, and I couldn't quite get it tight enough, and he gets to his base. So I slide by and get to his back. And here I'm just trying to work on getting my hooks in and getting my arm there underneath his chin, but his hand fighting was really awesome, and I could not manage that. So here I'm trying to trap his arm with my leg, so I only have one of his hands to deal with, but he wasn't letting any of that happen. So he's tucking his chin. He's not letting me get that choke. And at this point, this is my second match, and I don't want to burn myself out by squeezing on his neck and not getting anywhere. See, I'm trying to trap his arm with my leg again. It's just not quite working. And so at this point, I'm thinking I should just kind of pivot and try to do something else. And so you see me trying to get up on my side. I'm setting up to try to get an arm bar from the side here. And so I'm trying to get a 2-on-1, pop my hips out so I can throw my leg over his head. And I end up pushing him down a little bit. I'm about to throw that arm bar. I'm about to throw that leg around, but he turns right into me. And I keep trying to hold on to that back a little bit. I try to choke him kind of from the side. Sometimes that works, but he was just too far turned around, so I assume a guard. But I was able to grab his wrist and stuff it in so I could throw that right leg over the top. And I set up this triangle right here. And so I cut the angle, I grab his leg so that I can get this angle, set up the figure 4. At this point, I'm squeezing so hard, and I was honestly shocked he wasn't tapping here. And so I opt to go for this arm bar, and then that does the trick. Okay, match number 3. This is against Charlie. He also trains at my gym. And so here, he's standing up really straight, and so I decided to go for that double leg, and he falls into a guard kind of position, but I was able to get my knee past there and cut it. And I'm going for a Von Flu here because he has my head. So I start squeezing that for a second, but opt just to get on top and get in the mount and work from there. So from here, when he brings his arm down, I start trying to get an Americana right here. So I'm trying to isolate this arm. He's making it hard for me by bucking around. But he brought his arm down, so I go for that mounted triangle, totally lose it, panic, and swing around, and I hop on the side, get a mount, and then I actually lock my hands here for a mounted guillotine, get the tap. Okay, match number 4. I'm 3-0 at this point. I'm feeling pretty good, a little tired, and so here we go. So we do a little bit of hand fighting. I'm heavy on that collar tie. And I see his right arm, his elbow's kind of tucked in, so I push into him, he pushes back, and I'm able to get that duck under because his elbow was kind of, it wasn't flared, it was in toward his chest, which kind of tipped me off to that. So I take his back. He's good at blocking my hooks there. I'm having a hard time getting that left hook in. But here I'm finally able to set my hooks, get my arm under his chin, and I'm squeezing pretty freaking tight here, and eventually get that tap. Okay, so this is the championship round. He was undefeated before he went against me, so him and I went against one another for gold here. I think there were 5 or 6 dudes in our bracket. Not sure how it worked out, but anyway, here we are for the championship round. He pulls guard pretty quick. And so I'm scrambling, trying to get past. I do a knee cut past his guard, get into this kind of north-south-ish side control position, and I'm just trying to get past those legs. I'm able to pass his guard here, and I try to set up this stupid neon belly armbar, panic, and get into mount. I never practiced neon belly. I don't know why I was so committed to trying it here, but I'm trying to isolate his right arm here. I'm thinking arm triangle or Americana. He's really strong and I just can't get it up, so I put my arm through and trying to lever it through like that. It's just not quite working. Here I go for that stupid neon belly armbar again. Doesn't work. He grabs onto my leg and starts going for a straight ankle. I'm trying to roll out of it like it's a heel hook for some reason, but he was reaping here, and the ref just told us to reset. You're not allowed to reap at white belt level, so we just reset. And I'm trying to figure out how to pass his guard. He has super long legs, and he's really solid with his guard, and I just could not get around it. And I'm not really doing the most technical passing here, clearly. I think I don't know what I was thinking, but I wasn't doing any good passing technique. But I do jump onto his head, and that seems to do the trick. I get this front headlock position. I'm trying to set, I do a barbed wire, and then I'm able to go around his back and get both hooks in. And at this point, I slide my right arm under his chin, and here I'm just squeezing for the tap. And he's really tough. He sticks it out for a while, but I'm able to get the tap in the end. Okay, so that was my first tournament. I was so stoked about how it went. Undefeated, took gold, and had a ton of fun doing it. Everyone that was in my weight class, I mean, we were chatting the whole time before and after. They were all just awesome. But yeah, I had a ton of fun. Little side note, I made a little spreadsheet, not a spreadsheet, a flow chart of what I wanted to do during the competition. It was actually pretty helpful for me. So here it is. If you want to do that yourself, feel free. It's a little dumb, but it felt nice to have. But anyway, yeah, I hope this was fun or helpful to watch. And if you're getting ready for a tournament, good luck.